Right, the preview's back. This is the second time I've tried to record this, but my software colliding with the graphics package, it kind of didn't want to work, and then I realised I missed something out, so then I tried to edit that in midway through recording, so I stopped it all and then tried to go back going, but then it kind of just messed up. So sorry that the preview's been away, sorry that there was no player ratings for the game at the weekend against Forest, sorry that there's probably going to be no player ratings tomorrow, well after tomorrow's game, because I'm kind of going to be in school all day, and then after that I've got football training after school production auditions, so I'm probably not going to get out. Anyway, this is how far behind I am. I'm announcing my Player of the Month for October on the 26th of November. Aren't I great? Anyway, it goes to Reese Burke, so he joins the list of honours, the winners board, whatever the hell you want to call it. Let's crack on, shall we, into the actual main body of the preview. And we've got 2 new sections of the preview today, and you'll see those later in the show. Team news then. Nigel Adkins faces a selection dilemma as he will be without Fraser Campbell for the visit of league leaders Norwich City. If you say that too fast, see, I'm messing up my words already. If you say it too fast, it's league leaders. League leaders. There we go. Got it. Campbell picked up his 5th yellow card of the season in the 2-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest last Saturday. Adkins could also be without Dan Batty as he picked up a calf injury against Forest. He has been labelled a doubt. 4 more players are walking the disciplinary tightrope ahead of Tuesday's fixture, with Jackson Irvine, Marcus Henriksen, Tommy Elphick and Jordi de Wijs all 1 yellow card away from the suspension. Should the quartet emerge from the clash with the Canaries without a caution, they will escape a punishment, with the end of the month seeing the suspension threshold moving to 10 buckets. Jordi de Wijs has been backed by Adkins after yet another defensive error leading to a goal. A slice clearance at the weekend meant Lewis Graven could pick the ball up, and we all know what happened from there. Tommy Elphick feels Hull City have gone back 6 weeks after being beaten, this is quoting him, convincingly by Nottingham Forest. Stephen Kingsley, hip, and Nuadiko hamstring will not be fit to face Norwich as they recover from injuries. Avandra isn't in full training but is out doing minor drills and pitch work, but he isn't ready to return to action just yet. John Terrell has joined in full training last week as he recovers from a calf injury. Terrell was joined in full training by James Weir, who has been out of action for 13 months with a knee injury. Ooh, okay, that's all going out in one, because that's going well, isn't it? Anyway, I'll just read this as it comes. Marcus Henriksen is expected to return to the side, having missed out of the weekend taking care of his wife and children, having just welcomed his 3rd child into the world. For Norwich, the Championship leaders Norwich will make a late call on midfielder Moritz Leitner, who sustained a calf problem during Saturday's impressive 4-1 win at Swansea. Playmaker Emi Buendia is expected to shake off a knock to his knee, but otherwise the high-flying Canaries report no fresh injury concerns. Captain Grant Hanley is in contention to return to the squad, the centre-back having been sidelined since early September with a thigh injury. Kenny McLean, ankle. Winger Matt Jarvis, ankle and knee. And Carlton Morris, knee, are all back in training as they build up fitness, while midfielder Louis Thompson, shoulder, also continues his recovery. I can't speak today. The first new segment, the stats. Hull are unbeaten in 4 home league matches against Norwich. 1-3 drawn 1 since a 2-1 defeat in April 2007. Norwich have won one of their last 8 league games against Hull City, drawn 3, lost 4, in a 1-0 win in the Premier League in January 2014. Why isn't this working? Oh, now he's come up with 2. Anyway, the last encounter between these two sides was a 4-3 win for the Tigers at the Cairncombe Stadium. The link to that vlog is actually going to be in the description. It was a brilliant vlog, I must say so myself. It was a brilliant game, apart from the fact that James Maddison cheated in his 2 penalty run-ups. After points from their previous 7 games, drawn 2, lost 5, Hull City have got 7 points from their last 12 available in the Championship. Won 2, drawn 1, lost 1. Norwich have lost just 1 of their last 13 league games, won 10, drawn 2, winning each of the last 6 in a row. The Canaries last won 7 in a row in January 2010, which ended in 8 wins. Norwich striker Timu Puki has got 5 goals in his last 3 league appearances for the Canaries. Now, second new segment, if this wants to work. It's alright, I'll wait. Here we go. What Joe thinks. Adkins could be pressured into including David Milinkovic because his squad is so thin. It will be a tough game. Hull could be the Toothless Tigers once again this season. I'd like to see Robin McKenzie and or Andre Mazouk get a chance. And if it gets to 4-0 Norwich, my dad is saying we're going to leave the stadium. Hang on there. So you see this fact on the bottom of my screen there? Is that correct?
You mean if it gets to 4-0?
Yeah. Is it correct?
It's correct, mate. If it gets to 4-0, we're walking out.
Alright, you can go back and dry the pots now.
Thank you.
Confirmation from the man himself. You got confirmation? It might happen. And Will Keane is better than Chris Martin. That's what I think anyway. Anyway, my predicted team, I reckon, is going to go back to 5 at the back because Adkins is defensive / the fact we're playing a top team. Let's proceed. Goalkeeper, Marshall. It just will be where he's been probably one of our... No, probably isn't understatement. He has been our best player this season. Todd Kane at right back. He's back in the team mainly because we need to go to a 5. And I think that's the best solution. Reece Burke, my boy! My boy! In case you don't know why, that's the reason why. It's just appeared in the top corner. So, Reece, proper decent lad he is. But yeah, I think he didn't have the best of games at right back the other day, but he's better than Device, definitely. Elphick really improved the defence since he's come in, apart from the game against Wigan, apart from the game against Reading, and apart from the game against Birmingham where he made a mistake. But Device made 2 more. Sorry, I just really need a drink there. Speaking of which, Device is somehow still in this side, mainly because it's probably top of the league and he'll want to keep his most experienced players in there. This player's played the most in this league this season. Yeah, but he's also made the most mistakes out of our back line. But Robin McKenzie's too young. Yeah, well, he's played well alongside Elphick when he was injured. So why don't you play Mazouk if you don't want to play McKenzie? Ooh, Mazouk is maybe a bit unfit. You've played him this season, and if he's going to be on your bench, it's got to be at least 50%. A 50% Mazouk is probably better than a 100% Device. Sorry, Jordy. Anyway, Lee High's still at left back. Kingsley has still got a hip problem. So Lee High's playing on the left and he's been doing alright, to be honest. Yeah, go on, Eric. Henriksen's back in. Captain is back. To all those Henriksen critics, say he's not good enough. I mean, I am one of them, but, you know, I've had a bit of sense now. He's been playing alright in recent weeks. Look at the state of our midfield when he's not in there. So he's at least got to have something about him, which shores that up. Jackson, still there. Those two have got to take it really, really easy now. Because if one of them gets booked, they're out for the QPR game. And you don't know when Dan Batty is going to be back. Bowen, in there, yep, is pretty much a stalwart at this point, isn't he? Camille, still in there. He's probably been our best player this month, so he is gonna win my player of the month for November. I can tell you that right now. But I'm still gonna announce it because it's more watch time, innit? In the next video. Chris Martin up top. Let's face it, Will Keane is probably better, and let's face it, Will Keane probably can't even call himself a striker anymore. But the best thing I've seen Chris Martin do in a City shirt is absolutely nothing. I've literally seen him only make one run for a ball, and I've only seen him jump for a header once. It's just a lumbering piece of crap. Play Will Keane, please, Adkins. I know you won't because you're going to sell him in Jan, but play Will Keane. Now the subs. George Long, Andre Mazouk, Kevin Stewart. Now this is the next one. I either jump straight from number 6 to a different number, or there's a stop for number 11 in there. So do I think Adkins will include David Milinkovic? Bear in mind this is in squad number order. No. Will Keane. Probably better than Chris Martin, even though he hasn't scored a goal in like 2 years. Still a decent lad, though. Go on, Will. He came on in like the 80-something minute of the weekend. He instantly made a run for the ball. He already looked faster than he used to be. He already looked quicker, which is the same thing. He already looked fitter. He already did more in that game than Chris Martin. And he literally only just ran onto the pitch as the ball was getting played back to Costel Pantilimon. Adam Curry, he's the answer you want, isn't he? Go on, Adam. Let's face it, we haven't got anybody else. But, Adam Curry, I'm pretty sure if he needs to come on, he could still do a job. Probably better than Device. Robbie McKenzie, another player who's better than Device. Oh, Robbie, he's one of our own. He's one of our own. Robbie McKenzie is one of our own. Yep. And Matt Sheaf, another one of our own. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. And, yeah, that's it from me. Oh, no, it isn't. Prediction. Oh, my God. How could I even forget that? For God's sake. Anyway, prediction. Yeah. Pretty sure we're going to get absolutely battered. But I think I've been quite generous there. Anyway, goodbye. Like the video and subscribe.